It's time to get your geek on with Dave Vermillion.
All right, so Google made their big time announcement. Here it comes, Stadia. It is here. That is what they are calling their gaming platform. One controller, one logo, and one game called Doom Eternal, which is what they've announced so far.
That's all you get.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's kind of how they're kicking it off.
So it's doomed from the get-go.
Yeah.
Hey-oh.
Terrible.
It's doomed eternally from the get-go.
Oh, God. That's true.
So we have interesting how this came out. Now, the upside to this is that you can launch a game instantly. It is like a streaming service. It's like Netflix. It's like Amazon Prime. You push the button and there it is, which for me is really good news because, yeah, I'm getting really sick of buying a game, getting it home, and waiting a half hour for it to load because there are updates and installations. And remember, what was it that had the patch? It had like the game.
Oh, was that Blackout, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Blackout. It was like a 50 gig download that you had to have before you went into that. Yeah, no thanks.
That was Call of Duty, wasn't it?
Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Call of Duty Black Ops. So
Or Black Ops.
it was terrible. It really was. So the good news is you launch it, you play it. Boom. Enough said.
Is fun and all. So the thing is, it is a streaming service, though, is what it comes down to. So if you don't have great internet, it's not going to work properly.
Yeah, that's one of the downsides. All right, it is all streaming. It's streaming. So at least you don't have to worry about, if you have a gaming computer, you don't have to spend $3,000 on a gaming computer.
Right.
Which is good news. But yeah, at the same time, if your internet connection is spotty, or, if you're going to the beach, if you're going to
you don't pay the bill.
If you're, you don't pay the bill, you go to Enchanted Rock. The weather, if it's raining, sometimes your internet slows down if you get a good thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Too much electric discharge in the air.
The wife is watching Outlander and you're wanting to play games.
That's right.
Dang it, Outlander.
Yeah. If it's a family thing and you've got two kids on devices and you want a game and the wife's watching Outlander, it's going to suffer.
Guess you're paying more for that 400 megabyte download.
I guess so. So Time Warner's like, yeah, buddy, bring it on.
There's a 400 megabyte. I've only heard of like megabit.
Megabit. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother issue, son.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Now,
it's lack of sleep kicking in.
Now, this also means that you can't do any mods. No modifications. No. But I think that's by design. I think that we will see modifications. Now, modifications, I mean like you play Grand Theft Auto, but your character is the Hulk.
Yeah,
because of a modification, or you're Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's just what they call an overlay, which is like the skin of the character or the buildings or whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, you're driving a tank or something like that. So, but I think there will be modifications. It's all Google software, so I think they're going to sell modifications.
So like a developer's kit probably or something.
A developer's kit is what they'll do. Oh, you want to play Grand Theft Auto as Superman? No problem. You want to play it as Batman? No problem. That'll be $29.99.
Exactly.
And I think
Batman would work for Grand Theft Auto. A lot more than Superman would.
Especially with the Batmobile. Awesome. That'd be yeah.
Or Green Arrow.
I'd go for that. Cool. But now you can also play it not just on your computer. You can play it on your desktop, laptop. You can play it on a smart TV. You can play it on a tablet. And you can play it on your smartphone.
Yeah.
So and they showed how this goes from device to device seamlessly. Now they were also Google devices,
of course.
But in the presentation they went from device to device to device, and it loaded up just fine.
I wonder if they're going to have Dragon Slayer in Space Ace.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I think the problem they're going to have, though, which is what I saw earlier. So I don't know if I mentioned it on the show or not, but I was part of the Project Stream that they did, which was their beta test, you could say. And that's where they had Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And you could play that one. And it was really fun. It was really awesome. But there was a few huge dropbacks. Number one, internet connection. I can play it on a Chromebook, yes, which is running an i3 processor, meaning it's not the strongest. And it's not the best computer in the world. It's a little, it just logs on the internet. But it played fine. But it didn't connect to the internet very well. And I can tell you where I was at, there should have been at least 200-300 download speeds. And I was maybe not getting 20. And you could tell if it's dropped below like a certain number, it would say, no, you can't play the game. Yeah. You get a big red screen, basically. It says, nah, you're good. Even though I would run a speed test, looks like I should be fine. Their speed test says no. So you're locked out.
Yeah. Before we continue, I also want to let everybody know about the Celebrity Fan Fest that's coming up June 14th. 14? 15.
June 14th to the 16th at the
14th
Freeman
through 16th.
Coliseum and Expo Hall.
Yeah,
We know our
that's
dates.
right. So I got Celebration on the brain, so that's where my mind is right now. But Celebrity Fan Fest, every time that they've made some serious announcements already, and they have more to come. By the way, there are more announcements coming, including they swear somebody from the MCU. Now they've already gotten Jeremy Renner, who's Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So that's a big name. Jason Momoa will be coming as
We mentioned
well.
Amber Heard earlier.
Amber Heard
there.
will be here as well. Walter Koenig will be here. Robert Picardo will be here. There will be a number of celebrities. Robert Wool, who was Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
Who was Batman 1989. Alexander Knox, that guy. He was also in Bull Durham with Kevin Costner.
Arliss from HBO.
Arliss.
Never saw that one.
The title character from Arliss. So they're a large number of people coming, a lot of good vendors coming, and over 24 cars from movies, including Kit from Knight Rider, Optimus Prime. We're going to have the Mystery Machine will be here.
Bayformer Optimus Prime.
The Bayformer Optimus Prime, but you'll have the Mystery Machine, a large number of cars. Guys, this is going to take place.
Going to be there.
This is going to take place at the Freeman Coliseum Expo Hall. So you want to get your tickets. Go to pmxevents.com now and get your tickets. 3 days are still available. Single days are available. However you want to do it is fine. Grab the kids and let's go on down to the Celebrity Fan Fest.
And also the big gaming thing that he wouldn't talk about.
Yes,
And I
there
wanna
would
know what that is.
There will be a huge gaming component.
In April, and he'll be here in April, possibly to talk about it.
Knock on
I
wood.
need to know.
Ooh, we really hope so.
So,
it's gonna be good stuff.
Using that to go back to
Yeah. So speaking of the
games.
gaming, yeah. So it's all going to come down to your web connection reliability, which that's how it's always been. I mean, to be fair, when it comes to online playing.
But the other thing is too, when you played it, so I had a buddy that played Stream, the Project Stream with me, and he played it on his PS4 or Xbox, whichever one. They actually cut out scenes in the game that the Stream couldn't handle. So there's certain scenes in the game that you couldn't get on Project Stream because it was too much, I guess, data, graphics.
Too much to handle.
Yeah, the graphics were too intense. So if you played on the PC or on the Xbox or PlayStation, you got to see everything. Where on Project Stream you couldn't.
Wow.
Well, I guess I should say Stadia now.
Now
That's what it
Google
became.
Google swears that they expect to support 4K at 60 frames a second at launch over an internet connection that is 30 down, give or take plus or minus. I don't see how.
But then, I mean, that comes down to this whole thing. How many of us have a 4K PC monitor? Because those are like, what, $1,200, $1,500 just for that monitor?
Are they? Are they? Yeah.
When I was looking at it, it was almost $2,000.
Well,
for a
they're
PC
they're
monitor.
trying to overestimate, but I mean 4K at 60 frames a second on only 30 down.
Which is not bad if you can do it. But, I mean, I'd rather just give me 1080p with 120 frames per second. And I'd be happier with that, honestly.
Which actually they are saying that they will plan to support 8K resolutions up to 120 frames a second.
I don't think they can do that. Not on
How?
30 megabits.
I know Google's on the forefront of technology and everything, and they run the world pretty much. But 8K at 120 frames?
Won't be happening at a LAN party, I tell you that much.
Right. I wonder if they're going to do some kind of bundle because Google Fiber is going to like a lot of these major cities. If they're going to be like, hey, get Google Fiber and we'll throw in Stadia and for free or months or whatever.
You know where I guarantee you will not be able to play this at? Star Wars Land. There'll be 200,000 people. There's no way you can get bandwidth over there. There's no way.
It's like, guys, I can't. Oh, I died.
People are going to complain that their Netflix is buffering as they're waiting in line for the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, yeah, there
and
is.
people are going to try to live stream everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
So seriously,
really
you're
are.
going to have 30 to 40,000 people at a time trying to live stream. There's no way they can handle that.
That's why
So
I
I
gave
don't
up on
know.
live
I mean, so Google is gonna do that, huh?
I just started recording everything. I gave up on live streaming.
Now one thing that's
No,
going to be
you
interesting
didn't.
is
You're here.
I mean,
yeah,
there's
you say
definitely
on a
error.
live stream, yeah.
I know,
exactly.
right?
One
Okay,
thing
on my other stuff.
One thing that's going to be interesting, though, is because Google owns everything. All right, you're playing Google games on a Google piece of, not necessarily hardware, but their servers, that hardware on their
Right.
network. So it's really going to cut down on any type of cheating,
Which is good.
which is good.
That's
Of course, it cuts down on speed running also because, you like to exploit those little glitches in there and those little cheats and whatnot. But I think for the mainstream gamer, it'll be okay. But some of us like to have a little mod, a little cheat, a little something.
it's a little fun, but I don't know. I really don't know about this yet. I really kind of, even the Project Stream, it wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. But it was only one game. They're launching with only one game still.
Yeah.
And they're not even launching back with Odyssey, which kind of bites. Like if you didn't finish it, Yeah, but I mean, I guess they gave a free copy to you if you played, so I have a copy of it for PC.
Now, I'm intrigued by this idea. I really am. The idea that you don't need a $3,000 gaming piece of hardware to game at the high level is intriguing to me. And for families out there who have young kids, who have teenagers, this should be intriguing to you as well, because what's the one thing you're always looking for is the next big thing.
Yeah.
The next NVIDIA graphics card, the next AMD processor, the next... well, now I got this, but now I need a new motherboard. Now I need more RAM. Now I need this. Those days may be coming to an end.
It really will help, and I think what they're going to do is they're going to push their Chrome boxes, those Google Chromebooks, those Google Chromebooks, because they are built for streaming only.
In the Google Pixels.
Yeah, and the Google Pixel, their phone, their tablets. I think, like you said, the day of custom rigging your PC is over, and it's going to be, hey, come buy our $200 Chromebook because it's online all the time and we have the best networking card.
And then pay for your $60 a month streaming service.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Oh, and by the way, don't forget to pay for our fiber.
Now, if I'm them, if I have Google, they have Google reps at Best Buys and that sort of thing. I put a $200 Chromebook next to a $2,000 Alienware.
Oh, heck yeah.
And just show off, right? I mean, that would be something to see.
Yeah.